Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the 13th Annual California Maritime Leadership Symposium. I'm David Hull. I'm the chair of the Maritime Leadership Symposium this year, and I want to welcome all of you here. Some of you have been here before, some of you are new, and we have more that are coming over, some bunch of commissioners and things from a commissioner's luncheon that just let out here just a few minutes ago. I want to go over just a couple of things process-wise and some of the stuff that's coming up. You know, this is a really busy schedule this year. Your steering committee has done a great job this year, I think, in putting together a pretty full program. And it started really early this morning. We actually did, well, yeah, see? Well, yeah, it was really early. Anyway, we put together something that we learned from last year. And it goes like this. You remember the whole concept of this is kind of two pieces. One is to get all of our maritime transportation system folks together, you folks, together to compare notes at least once a year. We all have our associations, we all have our relationships with each other, but this one event we get to compare notes and do it together. The other main reason, of course, is having it here in Sacramento is to engage the legislators and their staffs in what is going on in California's maritime industry. You know, in the past, you go back 15 years ago or so, there was a real, you know, the maritime industry was really pretty invisible to the folks across the street here. Not by anybody's omission, it was just kind of the way it was. So that's where this event actually grew out of the need to make a nexus between the maritime industry itself and the actual legislators themselves. With term limits, that's even more necessary that we do this on an annual basis, and so here we are. The one thing that we did last year for the first time is we actually put together, last year we called it a pre-symposium briefing. This year it was an informational briefing, and it was actually for the legislators themselves right in the Capitol building. We had a real high-dollar panel of incredibly knowledgeable maritime folks from both here in the state and from MARAD on a panel this morning to a packed house, I'm happy to say, in room 127 over in the Capitol. We had lots of good questions, and it was a good turnout, and I think that really helps a lot. So we have a handout that actually has the kind of the three high priority policies that we came up with that we addressed today. I think those are out on the table back there if you don't already have them. The way we came up with those is we polled a bunch of the associations that you belong to, the California Association of Port Authorities, CMANC, HAIC, CalMITSAC, a bunch of these groups. They went out to their members and said, what are the three top issues that are important to you port-wise that we should relay to our folks in Sacramento? And so that's where that list came up with. Basically, just if you haven't looked at the list yet, the three priority issues are the state freight policy and the State Freight Advisory Committee that's in planning. It's maintaining our freight infrastructure competitiveness. And the third one is building on our environmental progress. So that's part of some more aligning of CEQA with some of the environmental regulations that are already out there, so I try to make it a little more streamlined, a little more seamless, so that when we're trying to build this infrastructure to keep California competitive in the maritime world, we've got the tools to do that. Let's see, also, before I introduce our keynote, I'd like to, we don't have it up here, do we have the slide that has the sponsors on it? I'd like to make a plug for our sponsors. You know, without the sponsors, we wouldn't have this event. These people are critically important to making this whole thing happen, and we're just really proud to have them. I'd like to have you all give them a round of applause for putting the money up for this. One more thing, the Port of LA has graciously brought up what they call their transporter, and I said it like that because that's kind of the way they spell it. It's actually the Port of Los Angeles, you know, America's port in a box, in a truck, and it's parked right outside of the convention center, just over on this street over on J Street. It's a great deal. You guys got to go through. You got to go check it out. Have some fun in there. It's an incredible educational tool, and it's a lot of fun and stuff too. And it's not cheap for the Port of LA to bring it up. So I really want to thank them for bringing it up and making it available to you. And I hope you go out there and check it out on a break or something, just so you can see it. It'll be here through tomorrow. So please check that out. And let's thank LA for bringing that up. And then lastly, before I introduce our keynote, you know, one of the things that we did about 4 years ago in the continuum of evolving this event is we decided that we needed some help with some of the email marketing, some of the registration, you know, some of the things that are putting on a big event like this, kind of the little natty tasks, but it takes a lot of dedication, a lot of vigilance to make sure that it gets all pulled together and everybody's all in the right place there. 4 years ago, we hired a group called Three Squares Inc., or TSI, and you've met them all. They're out at the table. They're going to be around in here. It's Jamie, Carolina, and Nicole this year are the ones that are here. And so if we can get Jamie in here, what I'd like to do, little off topic. Hi, Jamie. A little off topic, but a lot of fun because we owe these people a lot for this thing. It's Jamie's birthday today, so I'd like to have you all sing her happy birthday. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jamie. Happy birthday to you. Well, okay, now tomorrow we're going to do some dancing to see if you're really a triple threat out there in the maritime world. Thank you guys for all that. Okay, now to kick off the symposium, it's my honor to invite Brian Kelly, the Acting Secretary for Business, Transportation, and Housing Agency, up to the stage here to do our keynote address. Governor Brown appointed Brian to lead the state's Business, Transportation, and Housing Agency in March 2012. As Acting Secretary, he oversees 12 departments and several economic development programs and commissions consisting of more than 45,000 employees and a budget of over $18 billion. The agency's portfolio is one of the largest and most diverse in the state of California. Its operations address a myriad of issues that directly impact the state's economic vitality and quality of life, including transportation, public safety, affordable housing, international trade, financial services, and tourism. Brian has been at the center of most of the major transportation policy decisions in the state of California for the past decade and a half, having served as Chief Transportation Policy Consultant for 4 successive Senate President pro tems. So let me introduce Brian Kelly.
Thank you very much. Thank you.